So advance warning, this video will contain the greatest single line of dialogue in the entire Final Fantasy XIII trilogy. Just so you guys are prepared.
He's gonna say moms are tough?
Yeah, I don't know, you got a big hill to climb. Moms are tough is a really good line.
Nice hat, by the way.
Also, the entire lyrical contents of Step Into the Rainbow?
Yeah. Better than all of that shit. This is going to make Step Into the Rainbow seem like Rebecca Black's Friday in comparison.
I don't know, I'm gonna hold my breath on that one because I don't think so.
Okay, so here we are, and this is the big dungeon of the Wildlands, basically.
This is the culmination of everything we've been working towards.
Yes. With her fine... Come on!
I like that hat.
What are you looking for? What are you trying to do? There are no souls here for you to save. Just dead people, waiting for the end to come.
You know, that's a little rude to say, Lumina. You don't know who's in here.
I knew it.
You know nothing. You don't know what this place is. But I do.
It's a graveyard for the living dead. No
Oh shit, guys.
He's not dead.
We seek only oblivion.
He's back, fuckers.
It's everybody's favorite character.
So, we meet again, Caius Ballad.
It's been a while.
I don't understand how you can say his name with any gravitas.
Caius Ballad.
Goddess now.
I mean, how could you not have any gravitas when saying his name when we are talking about the literal strongest villain in the entire Final Fantasy franchise?
He is the most powerful character of all time.
I thought
Shut up, here it comes.
dead by now.
Ah, death. Were it so.
Oh,
They won't
God.
Instead,
I love it so much.
Yeah, you way oversold that, buddy.
Yeah, I guess that's, yeah, okay.
Sure, whatever. That's a line, I guess.
That's a line. That is not just a line. That is a diamond-plated delivery.
They must be ready to face.
What's the name of the guy who performs Caius Ballad? I forget.
Liam O'Brien.
Yeah, Liam O'Brien. He's a good voice actor. I mean,
You're going to lose.
Like they just
You don't belong here.
he just took one look at that line in the script and was like, okay,
Are you giving me safety tips?
okay, you want fucking emo. I'm gonna give you fucking emo delivery.
So you're going after him. You must.
I appreciate the weird, like, Matrix moving lines of code thing going on here.
Well, that's just another thing that the Chaos can do, don't you know?
Yeah. The Chaos, and Keanu Reeves are one and the same.
So yeah, it's time for another dungeon.
Long fall. How far down am I?
But this time, there's a twist. We are constantly losing HP.
What a twist.
Yeah, because we've been cursed by Caius or some bullshit.
Yeah, well, no, I think it's supposed to be like this is... Because it's so chaotic here, it hurts lightning, I think is the explanation they give. You have to read the data log, so, you know.
No, I think this is literally because he shot us with a Chaos Arrow as soon as we walked in. Yeah, see?
Oh, okay, you're right.
We got Chaos speared.
But I like this dungeon more than the other one, because you don't have to keep messing with time all the time in it.
You're probably right.
But,
It's not called unseen chaos for nothing.
You can like the health drain isn't even very much of a thing. It's like it's minuscule. You
Even if you can't see it.
can totally counteract it by metaguarding occasionally, but like damage in battle is just on a completely different order of magnitude than the health drain. So really,
Yeah, if they wanted it to be like a real issue, then they should have made it stronger. But for like gameplay balance reasons, like they can't assume that you have, because they can't assume you have ways of healing with you, and you can't go get some. So
yeah, as moderately irritating as some of this is another little sequence that I just can't hate. Because it has Caius, and it has Caius's incredible line deliveries, and it has Caius's theme. I can't hate Caius because the fucking Liam O'Brien just sells him. I believe it wholeheartedly.
May I present a counter-argument to your proposition?
Oh god.
This area is infested with Yeul. There's seriously like 5 or 6 of them we have to talk to on the way up here. So,
A Yeul standing in a corridor. A Yeul standing on a ledge. A Yeul floating in the air.
It was your voice. You were the one.
So yeah, you know, I'm not really feeling the whole this area is the best because of Caius thing. Because anytime you have Caius, you have Yeul by necessity, and...
that's true. That is true. I mean, it does drag it down a little bit, but it's okay because this Yeul is making us platforms, so it's very helpful.
Cool checkered chaos platforms.
What do you want me to do?
Save the soul.
Do they ever explain why in this game chaos is like checker pattern? Because I don't think it was in 13.2. It was just purple, right? It was just everything was purple.
Yeah, it was like kind of like a purple blackish fog.
Purple Realm, right? You know.
Maybe they changed art directors.
Time has managed to stop his own.
No, I'm pretty sure it's still Isamu Kami, whatever the fuck. He's got a really long last name.
You have to help him.
Maybe he just had an epiphany one day.
I mean, I think it looks neat. You know, it's not a bad look, but it's just kind of weird how it comes out of nowhere and they never.
But her presence here is no
It's just a strange change, but I like the way it looks. I think it's all right, especially
unseen chaos that Caius
like in the opening where it looks really neat. Everything's all split up, but yeah, here we are.
The line,
fine. No need to panic.
like, what is this, broadband?
I was a little worried, you know?
Like, I don't understand why Hope would call this a line.
This chaos is wreaking such havoc on my reading.
Look, is a weird... I mean, surely you've gone into a weird castle in the middle of nowhere. You get no cell reception out there at all.
Trail.
Look, we just can't talk to him, okay? This is a hopeless situation.
I don't know about weird castles, but from your description of reception, it sounds like you're describing Southwest trains.
Caius has knocked out the codec, and we can't call Otacon until we get out.
Anyway, you know that we're in serious endgame territory when they start dropping free Faragas.
Yeah. So, I've seen you've been playing this, and I was wondering why don't you ever use like Curse? Because I really liked Curse as a debuff.
I don't know if I actually have Curse, to be completely honest.
Oh, Curse is good if you're not very good at this game because
Padra Su Yeul.
it makes it so you can interrupt attacks easier.
Caius is
So for characters, mostly bosses who have like really long attacks,
is she,
it makes it a lot easier to fight them, especially like Noel.
or is there something going on
The
that's even
the general answer to that question
over and over
is that you can only go in for so many debuffs
said she's alive?
to have equipped, because you've only got 12 slots ultimately. So you've got to. There's some things that you've got to have, and there's only so much room for debuffs. So you've got to pick and choose. They're all good. They're all good. All of the debuffs are good.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
So like the reason you don't have something is pretty much the only good reason not to have something in video games, which is that there's something else that you wanted more and that was mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in this case, for the most part, I roll with Deep Protect because Deep Protect Hunter is hilariously broken.
One of the countless
It's true. I appreciate that lightning never like reacts to anything with any kind of normal reaction. She's just like, whatever.
We're missing the important revelation that these Yeuls aren't. It's not just one Yeul appearing in different places. Each one is just a completely different Yeul.
Right, but like...
But see, the first Yeul wanted us to save Caius, but this one wanted him to live forever. So how can we make both Yeuls happy?
But what she's saying is not true, because in the previous game, it's Etro who makes Caius immortal. But in this one, Yeul made him immortal. Whatever. Okay, great.
But what if Yeul was Etro?
Right, but she's not, though, so...
Yeah, she's not, but, you know.
That would be an explanation, but it's not, so...
That would be very much in keeping with plot reveals in this game. You know, to be fair, it's like what a twist.
Yeah, that is absolutely something this game would try and pull.
Yeah, it looks like we've got an advanced platforming challenge here.
If only we had our chocobo.
Yeah, if you see me looking around a lot, what I'm looking for the sets of glyphs, because for some reason I swear that there are 3 of them that you need, and I only get 2.
Yeah, there's a lot of random, like, okay, now do this area, but get the collectibles.
Your fate awaits you ahead.
Right. Are you back? Right. Were you talking to someone just now?
Did you hear me talking to someone?
No.
Oh, Hope.
No answer when I tried to
Our favorite character.
He says he got no answer when he tried to contact us, but like he's not calling us, he just talks.
Hope.
He just talks into a phone.
Yeah, and...
If that was possible,
Yeah, I don't know. And also, I was wondering, is there a reason, because I really don't know, why Hope is a kid in this one again?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, sort of, but also no.
Okay, well, sure, great, okay.
can't detect Yeul.
Yeah, like, there is technically a reason, in as much as the game provides something that, if you squint really hard, might be an explanation. But no, there is no reason he's a kid now.
Yeah, the game kind of addresses that it has happened, and then Lightning's like, yeah, well, I guess it happened.
Well, I mean, I guess you can't deny that it happened, but... there's not a reason, basically.
It's not a good one. It's not a reason that speaks to anyone's motivations of anything, or anyone's goals, or anyone's character. It's pretty much exclusively a thin veil for the art direction choice.
Well then, like, do you know why they made that decision, like, in real life? Like, why did they
Regretfully,
change it back to young Hope?
souls to move on to next.
Probably because Kid Hope was more popular than Adult Hope.
Which is fucked up.
Yeah, that is pretty fucked up. Because I don't know anyone who liked Hope in the first game. He's terrible. But I think some people do like Hope in the second game. I think.
I mean, it's me, I like Hope in the second game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does the thing that characters in sequels should do, which is demonstrate that they have changed and grown and learned and all that shit.
Yeah, like he's matured some. Partly, you know, he actually is older, but also he actually is more, like, he actually does stuff, and he's trying to affect the situation, which is what he was supposed to be learning to do in the first game, right? So
Right.
that's fine, but then, I don't know, they just changed it back again.
Some Yeuls
And here's
don't
Yeul.
die, so they force him to keep on living. Others want to help him die, so that his soul can be saved. They push and pull. It's a
Ah,
massive contradiction.
what a deep and thoughtful dilemma.
Involved.
You already are. You've been sucked right into the middle.
What do I do?
What do you think you do? You look right at it and you point your finger and you say, objection!
The truth lies ahead.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Your Honor, these Yeuls are clearly contradicting each other, and I can prove it.
Like, for millennia, Yeuls were born into the world over and over. It's not as though they shared the same soul. They weren't the same person in every
Your Honor, I would like to cross-examine that dog.
No, Lightning, please don't cross-examine the dog. God damn it, Lightning.
But seriously though, I've now remembered that dog exists.
That dog is great. I love the dog.
That dog has like 10 polygons.
That's why it's so good.
That dog is like Caius in that it wishes for death.
I really think, I wish they would... Yes. But I really wish they would do like a post-mortem on this game, because it must have had some really weird stuff happen during development, because it's just so bizarre in a lot of ways, and I really want to know why it is that way. But Square usually doesn't do that kind of thing, so they probably won't, sadly.
There was probably some kind of maddeningly precise technical reason why that dog had to look like that.
There's not. I guarantee you there is no good reason for that dog to look that way, except they probably had it as a leftover from some project, so they just used it.
Well, maybe they just didn't notice. Maybe they just had no QA. At least not on art assets.
I mean, for my money, it's probably that they wanted to minimize polygons on literally everything that wasn't Lightning, because, oh my god, are you serious? We're trying to do an open world game on Crystal Tools.
Yeah, and also, that's not something they can reuse. Maybe it's because they actually had to make new assets, and they didn't know how.
Yeah, maybe they just got lazy and bought that dog from the Crystal Tools asset store.
Didn't we just make that joke, like in the last video?
No, we absolutely did not.
Okay.
No, this is absolutely not warmed up content from what we talked about before recording.
It was a really good joke and I wanted it to see the light of day, okay? There, I plead guilty. I reused content for an LP.
I can't wait for the Crystal Tools engine to be licensed by all the other developers.
I'm as bad as Square Enix. I gotta be honest here. Artix and I have enough cut commentary from this LP to make a whole other LP.
I can't wait for Lightning Returns 2, the second LP. It's gonna be great.
Excuse me, what I'm clearly going to do is I'm going to make a Type 0 LP, and I'm going to use only our cut commentary from this and pretend that it's brand new.
Please do not do a Type 0 LP.
And your part in it.
Just please don't do that.
Why would it be more objectionable to LP Type 0 than it would be to LP the entire Final Fantasy XIII trilogy?
I think Type 0 is worse than the entire Final Fantasy XIII trilogy. Mostly because it's more boring.
That's actually probably true. For better or worse, Type 0, like, it goes a lot of weird and fucked up places, but not, like, in an interesting way. Like, this game does some really stupid shit, but it does it in such a grand, over-the-top way you can't not laugh at it.
Yeah. Like, I think playing 13.1 is dull as hell, but the story is just so baffling that it's kind of fun to watch someone else play it, but I wouldn't want to watch anyone play, like, the fucking Type 0 missions where you just walk and nothing happens.
That sounds riveting, but also a lot like the gameplay in Final Fantasy XIII.
That's true. I guess that's true. With enough editing, you could probably make it watchable, but...
I mean, it just that's all you do in Final Fantasy XIII. You just run down corridors and Lightning's shoes make that incredibly annoying sound.
And then she punches Snow like 20 times. And that's it. That's the end of the game.
The high point of the game right there.
I mean, for my money, the fact that we have a watchable Xenosaga LP on the forums is tantamount to the idea that you can make anything watchable as a VLP.
Well, this is the thing. We stopped entertaining the idea that certain games are like inherently un-LPable.
Yeah, the problem is it's so hard to do that. And I've tried. That's why I stopped doing the LP I was doing, like, a couple months ago. Because if you edit it and you do a good job, you can make it interesting for the viewer, but my god, it makes you want to kill yourself.
Like, for a long time, we thought that there could never be a Phoenix Wright LP.
Yeah.
And yet here we are. And today we think that there can never be an LP of Zero Time Dilemma.
Yeah. Like, I actually know the guy who does the Xenosaga LP, and it is so hard for him to, like, actually make those videos. Because it's just so much work to make them watchable.
Ugh. The foreign salutes you.
Like, seriously though, Rip Scurvy, like, how the fuck does he do that?
But, okay.
Hey, it's a behemoth or whatever.
Yeah, excuse me, it's a Reaver.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Just chilling here.
Yeah.
Not even random.
It's really upset because it can't get out through the door, it's just stuck. It's like when my cat climbs a tree and it can't get down. It's just like, man, wish I hadn't done that.
It is because of our wishes that you are here.
Are you gonna do Final Fantasy 15?
Fuck no!
I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be good.
It seems promising.
I'm sure it's going to be a fine game, but I haven't enjoyed either of the demos they put out, so, even if it is great, it does not seem like it's going to be a game that I will enjoy, so...
There is something we have to tell
Yeah,
you.
that's fair.
You need to know
That's
who
fair.
we are.
I'm more excited, actually, about Yakuza 0 finally coming out. It's coming out in January. And that's gonna be great.
Hey, let's watch this cutscene again.
This is Chaos from the unseen.
No shit!
Yes, Lightning, where the fuck have you been?
Don't you know that already?
Us. We destroyed the world.
She was there!
Source of the original
Oh,
chaos.
yeah, and I guess Yeul is actually the source of the chaos, by the way.
You lived countless
So hey, when we said that Yeul is Etro, we were closer than we thought.
time with a new soul.
To live and see Caius again. With each death, our prayers grew more desperate. Layer upon layer until the weight
So like,
of
why did this happen at the end of Final Fantasy 13 though?
chaos was created.
At the end of 13? Or 13-2?
Reached out
13-1.
into the other
Like the end of the world happened at the end of 13.
It shattered
Because there actually is a reason for that. It's because coincidentally, that's when Caius Ballad started attacking in Valhalla.
Caius, the chaos in all its power.
But there's no time in Valhalla. Like, time is literally stopped there.
need
But coincidentally, that's what Caius... That's the only reason. That's really it.
everything to me.
Just coincidentally,
The fear of being
Lightning
consumed
happened to go to Valhalla at that
became
time.
monstrous. It is
It had nothing to do with anything that happened in 13-1. It was just a thing that happened.
woven together.
Well, yeah, none of the sequels do. Like, 13 was a completely standalone game.
The ones who used
Yeah,
to be
it has a happy ending, and then they have to retcon it in the next
the
one.
ones who give him life.
It's really funny, yeah. But...
But we are also the ones who pray.
And then, like, most of 13-2 didn't actually happen, and so...
Cannot be resolved.
They're all kind of pointless, actually, when you think about it.
Is our love for him.
Why does her hair keep changing?
Because they're different Yeuls.
They actually
Yeah, they're all... She keeps getting...
Yeah, they actually do have different models. Like, if you look, one of them has, like, a veil on her face, one of them has, like, a different headset, it's...
Yeah, and they have different clothes and things. She gets reincarnated, so...
I have never paid attention to that.
Those poor
Yeah, it's not that, like, she's immortal, she just keeps coming back again, so...
their feelings
She does look a little different in each
made
one.
it powerful, gave it purpose.
I am actually a tiny bit impressed that they bothered to do that.
It'll destroy everything we're trying to do.
Then we obviously can't let the
So,
Yeul go
like-
on unchecked.
That technically was a pretty huge plot reveal that just happened. I mean, if you put everything in context.
Luck I'll have, even
Chaos is Yeul loving Caius, which means that... But I don't understand how that makes it turn into monsters.
There were just a bunch of different Yeuls who all believe different things.
Well, I know, but that explains, I guess, why Caius can't die, but why does the chaos turn into big dog things with sides?
See, we could answer that question, or we could just go kill Caius again.